Hello, once again, this is Hiroyuki Sasaki from NTT Communications. I would like to explain the players of this IPX market. So please use this presentation to know more about IPX and as well as the competitors and as well as the market players. So here, this is the NTT Com IPX. We provide GRX, connectivity RIM, SIGTRON, this is the signaling over IP, and voice over IPX using MPLS ArcStar IP VPN network. And we do have a GIN here, and also we do have a TDM network to provide voice and SSM signaling. Now let's go to the next slide. So here are the services, what's going to happen when roaming occurs. So let's see. If this player here roams from mobile operator A to, let's say, mobile operator C, for example, what's going to happen is that there are many things occur, such as data roaming. When he does roaming for the data, it will use GRX network, and for the roaming signaling, it will use this TDM network. And also there's like a business called steering business to choose which operator for the roaming. And also there's a prepaid roaming technology called Camel is used. And also there is a billing partners here for, we call, there are clearinghouse providers doing data clearing and financial clearing for mobile operators to help their billing. And there's a format called TAP file, and they do the calculation, and these guys will do the billing on behalf of each mobile operators. Because mobile operators, they have a roaming, with like 100, 300, 400, 500 mobile operators. They can't do each by each. That's why these players will do the financial and data clearing for themselves. Okay, so for each, I would like to explain in the following slides. First, I would like to explain about the roaming cost reduction solution. So what's going to happen is that, so when this guy roams to other country, and this guy turn on the power, the signal goes to, for example, mobile operator B. Then the signal will return to mobile operator A. But if mobile operator A is using steering service, for example, if mobile operator A is Connexus Alliance member, for example, and D is StarHub, for example. So A, let's say Docomo. Docomo wants to do business with StarHub because same alliance and maybe the rate is cheap, very most cheapest. So Docomo don't want to use other provider. So what's going to happen is that when this power on, so even if this mobile operator B or C is selected, the steering solution will reject the signal from B and C. So in that case, signal D, it will go pass through. So that mobile operator, customer, subscriber, roam will always use mobile operator D as when he roams, so that Docomo can reduce the cost. So these are called steering, and this is provided by like a vendor called Roamware or StarHome. Okay? Let's go to the next slide. So this is about data and financial clearing. So when, let's say this is Docomo and this is StarHub, for example. So when Docomo user goes to Singapore and roam StarHub and do the roaming, and if he makes phone call or if he does the data roaming, GRX, these two operators need to do the billing. And what they do is that they will use a third player like MAC, EDCH, ARC, Cineverse. They are the four major famous clearing providers. What they do is that mobile operators are connected with these players through public internet. And usually once a day, mobile operator will send CDR. CDR stands for Call Detail Records. They will send CDR to clearinghouse providers, data clearinghouse providers. And data clearinghouse providers will calculate these data. All the CDRs are in the format called TAP file. And they will calculate those TAP files. And what they do is that if they are doing the financial clearing, what they do is that they will bill on behalf of the mobile operator. So they do billing and they actually send the billing email, mail. And they charge for example, like $15 US for each MO, or like let's say for like 100 CDRs, like $1, something like that. So they charge like that. So this is a clearing business. And biggest one is MAC. And MAC is connected to, providing service to more than 650 mobile operators. And they're providing data and financial clearing. And also Cineverse is the second biggest one. And EDCH is, they said they have about 70 customers. And they are focused on Middle East and Africa. And ARC is, I think it's China, mainly focused on China area. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So this is a solution called a prepaid roaming service provider. What they do is that, usually when you roam, if this guy is a prepaid, you need to check that this guy can really, credit amount is not negative or not. So in that case, if the operator is supporting Camel, then this guy can just make phone calls. Otherwise, this guy needs to, call some special numbers and check the creditability. And if this is not negative, he can make calls. So he cannot make a easy call. He needs to do like a 2-step or 3-step. So Camel will enable 1-step prepaid service. And this is about the roaming hub. So what happens is that, so when you do roaming, as I said, like Docomo, they need to do the roaming contract with all the mobile operators. And this is very, very hard work. So what they do is that they ask for a roaming hub provider to connect with the other mobile operators. So what they do is a usual case, like Docomo, if they have a big business with, for example, AT&T or France Telecom, T-Mobile, to those big operators, they do the contract by themselves. But for a small operator, they use a roaming hub, so that you don't have to do all the negotiation and everything directly. So in roaming hub business, there is several players. and one listed here is Link21. Link21 is a service between, this is a collaboration between Mac. Mac is a clearing player, and Telefonica. Telefonica is a kind of a signaling and network provider. So these two are providing roaming hub service as a brand name of Link21. And it's not listed here, but like Vodafone is also doing the like a roaming hub business. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, here, LIN connectivity service. So as I explained in the other video, when mobile operator provides BlackBerry service, they need to connect to Research in Motion, who is providing BlackBerry. So they need to connect with RIS directly. So what's going to happen is that they can use some international carrier to connect with RIS. So that case, that's okay. But what happens is that there are the authorized, registered service providers, such as BIX, Tata, ASIN, Sybase. And NTT Communications is becoming authorized provider in a few months. Now in the final stage of the contract with RIN. And what they do is that if we become the authorized registered provider, this link here can be shared for multiple mobile operators. In this case, you need dedicated lines for each mobile operator. But when becoming RIN's authorized provider, this connectivity provider can share one link with RIN with many mobile operators, so that you can reduce the cost of the connectivity. Okay, so right now NTT Com is providing service to NTT Docomo with this space. But we would like to become an authorized provider and provide service to other mobile operators as well. And here, this is the summary. So I have explained here, so please take a look at it. And we also, like IP transit players are here. And also here, other related companies are listed here. And I think most of them I already explained. So thank you very much for listening. And I hope this lesson helps you learn more about the IPX and related market. Thank you very much.